You know, the last time I laughed this hard was on the trampoline of someone's backyard. What the hell is that? Like, her celebrity image and brand and marketing is coming before the quality of music. She knows that every lyric is going to be dissected, praised, you know, looked into as deep as possible, right? So she's not going to take any artistic risk with any of that because she doesn't want to ruin the image she has. What's up, guys? How's it going? And today we are going to be talking about some recent news going around in the pop music industry. That's right, Taylor Swift's new album. Oof, big miss here. We're just basically going to talk in this video about what happened, why her new album is objectively bad, and why, if you like this. Obviously, music is, you know, opinion-based, but I'm willing to bet that a lot of people are just liking this because they're her fan, or they, you know, they're not going to say they don't like it, they're a fan. I think we can all agree that there hasn't really been, like, amazing music coming out, like, at all, in my opinion. But we're going to go through why, basically the whole decline. This is coming from someone that doesn't, you know, I'm not a huge fan, you know, at all. Like, I do listen occasionally to some of her old music, like You Belong With Me, like stuff like that. If she was releasing like stuff like You Belong With Me these days, oh my gosh, I wouldn't even be mad at the music. I mean, you can say what you want about the fans, but if she was releasing like actual like sort of kind of bangers, I mean, I would understand the hype. But with albums like this, and even some of her previous ones, like, you know, it's really hard to, you know, see where a lot of these people are coming from that say they like it, when you can notice the obvious decline, you know, in quality. So what I'll say first, for any artist, when you have a pop artist, country pop artist base in catchy songs that have melodies, you have established choruses, established verses, established bridges, that they have a catchy melody that, you know, attracts people in, like her old stuff. And then you start moving toward a more lyrical approach to where all of your songs are just lyrical based. The viewers are only listening to them for the lyrics, and there's basically no melodic attunement, no melodic innovation, and no melody really in general. You are going to have a disinterest in your discography as time goes on if you keep going down that path. And I think that's exactly what's happening here. You know, when there's not a melody that you can like whistle, that you can like dance to, when you can like ride in the car and look out the window, you can look in the mirror, it's going to fail, because no matter how smart or meaningful those lyrics are, the reason why you did so well was because of how catchy some of your previous songs were. And in this case, the lyrics aren't even that good, because it's not like the lyrics are clever and it's like, okay, I can kind of see why, you know, people like it. You know, some people listen to music for more of the lyrics. In this case, the lyrics aren't even that good, so I know the reason why it's not doing well is because the songs aren't very catchy. One of the things I want to say is there's a clear decline in musical innovation with Taylor Swift's albums. You know, she started with like the country pop crossover, right? And that was kind of the appeal. And then you had those great melodies and great songs to go with that. Now her new albums are just kind of like recycling like this sort of conservatively safe, low energy production style that just focuses on, you know, her lyrics, which aren't even that good. It's all like kind of like mute guitar, mute bass, like, you know, like recycled kind of melodies that aren't really distinct from one song to another. You can look at people react, even previous Taylor fans reacting to it, and they're like, each song sound the same. So objectively, like, this is objective. There is a clear decline in musical innovation, okay, in her songs. There's no contesting that. If you're disagreeing with that, then you're just, I guess, brainwashed, so that, because you can't argue that there's a decline in musical innovation, okay? You just can't, because the recent albums aren't nearly as unique as her previous songs, and how each album she wrote kind of took a different take on pop music, country music, pop music, new style. She even has a song called Style, which was pretty good. Now, you just have these sort of low-budget, meh songs. And they take less talent, too. And a lot of people are saying she can't sing. I think she can absolutely sing. But why wouldn't you use that? Why wouldn't you push your ceiling on that singing ability instead of just making like these boring lyric like songs that aren't even catchy? So I want to get into a little bit of the lyrics of her music. The lyrics have no melody to them, and they carry no weight at all. When you listen to it, you can kind of tell, oh, it doesn't mean any. Like this verse, that didn't mean anything. Here's an example. So one of her lyrics in the song Eldest Daughter is, everybody's so punk on the internet, everyone's unbothered till they're not. Every joke's just trolling and memes. Sad as it seems, apathy is hot. What is this song? Like, what is this? Can it be, like, love song? Romeo, take... Like, that's great. Why can't we just do that? Like, I don't understand it at all. And it feels... A lot of the lyrics do feel AI generated. And it sucks. And it feels like the authentic kind of lyrics in her previous stuff that were also done with catchy melodies is now like a diary entry. It's almost like a diary entry, and it's cringe. There needs to be way more music production and sound production and unique soundness and melodies, because if you're an artist, no matter how big you are, how many How fans you have, which she's been able to do a lot of this because she has a very loyal fan base, your music has to draw people in. Even your fans. And the downward trend here, like I kind of just said, is I think with every sort of album, she's been kind of losing people, and she's had so many loyal fans, they've been staying, but people have been kind of like jumping off the boat as it go, and now you kind of see even a lot of her loyal fans are kind of done. Like, they're like, no, this isn't it, you know? And everyone's like, well, that's how it's been sounding to us the whole time, you know? And it's kind of sad. I want the music to be good, you know? And she's not even singing in a lot of the verses or songs either. She's just kind of talking or like having like a gotcha moment, you know? Oh my gosh, I just looked at another one. You know, the last time I laughed this hard was on the trampoline of someone's backyard. What the hell is that, guys? Come on. It's like, because I'm not a bad bitch and this isn't Savage and I'm never gonna leave you out. No, like, come on, like, it's not singing. That's not singing. Like, those gotcha lines aren't good. They're good, like, maybe one in a song, maybe. I think the core of this kind of issue is what's happening in the pop music world, media right now. It's happened throughout music history, but what we're seeing right now with her is, like, her celebrity image and brand and marketing is coming before the quality of music. You can look at this with any big artist. Most of the time, with some exceptions, most of the time, the bigger they get and the more they release, it gets worse and worse as they do it. Because, and this isn't the case with everyone, it's kind of different for each one because they all go through stuff, but what's happening is it's the fact that she's releasing the music and how she's masking and how she's portraying that release instead of focusing on how good the music actually is. What's kind of happening here is, because she's so dominant, because she's such a big pop star, is she knows that every lyric is going to be dissected, praised, you know, looked into as deep as possible, right? So she's not going to take any artistic risk with any of that because she doesn't want to ruin the image she has. It's kind of understandable from a point, but it's backfiring because now they just feel engineered for blandness instead of timelessness. And what's going to happen is they're not going to be as memorable, they're not going to be as timeless, they're not going to be as good because, you know, you have to find the good balance between maintaining your brand image and being unique and catchy in your music. And I think what we're seeing here is an imbalance. So let me know what you guys think. I think, you know, it's kind of hard to contest all the stuff I've talked about. I tried to be very objective here, very, you know, factually based, you know. Let me know what you think. And I honestly hope she can maybe turn things around. I mean, I'm no Taylor Swift fan, at all, but it would be nice to just hear good music going around, like no matter who it is. So anyway, guys, thank you so much. I hope you have a great day, and peace.